You can. All right, thanks for being with us on this Friday morning. We are live to the KGNS app. We're live to the website at kgns.tv. We're also live to our KGNS Facebook page and the KGNS YouTube channel as well. So however you're watching this morning, thank you so much for being with us. And for the past several Fridays, we have been highlighting United Way of Laredo because they are celebrating 75 years of service to the community. And so we've been talking to board members of United Way of Laredo and also to the agencies that are served by United Way of Laredo. And so we do that once again this Friday morning. Mr. Roberto Cuellar is joining us this morning. He is a board member for United Way of Laredo. And we also have Dr. Severita Sanchez joining us this morning as well. She is the executive director for the Children's Advocacy Center of Laredo, Webb County. So good morning to both of you. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning.
Mr. Cuellar, I'll start with you as the board member. Tell me, how long have you been on the board with United Way of Laredo?
Yes, good morning. I've been on the board for a little bit over, going on 2 years, and never a dull moment because United Way I know is important, is vital to not only myself, but to the Laredo community. They have a caring heart and they try their best to reach out. And one way that I could reach out as a board member as part of that vital group is to make sure that we extend that heart with donations and different fundraisers to assist 22 agencies that we call family that are local. And 98 cents of every dollar that is donated stays here in Laredo for our 22 agencies, anywhere from Bethany House to also Children's Advocacy Center and also the Boys and Girls Club.
Mm-hmm. How did you get involved, Mr. Webb?
Well, I got involved in a sense because I did see the need of, in my heart, I say, you know what, I would like to learn a little bit more about United Way. Being that I do know that I used to go to the Boys and Girls Club. Back then it was just Boys Club of Laredo. I would get a meal, I would get different services there. So then I said, now that I'm working for Laredo Independent School District as one of the representatives for Laredo ISD in United Way, we also want to reach out to school principals, to school administration. So that was one way to connect the dots. I want to thank Dr. Roberta Ramirez, who actually, was kind of nominating me for this wonderful opportunity to be a board member to represent Laredo ISD well, blazing the trail together in this wonderful 75th anniversary for United Way. What better way than to serve?
Yeah, and how does it feel to be a part of this big 75 years of service to the community?
It feels staying alive, many years of service, 75 years. I mean, I'm not there yet at 75, I'm a little bit under that age. But as far as 75 years, they've done a lot, extending, to different agencies, not only here in Laredo, but also in Zapata. So it is amazing how United Way connects the dots, because we also have family members, typically maybe that might have had cancer. And one of those agencies is the Laredo Cancer Society. So it is near and dear to our hearts. That's why United Way, for me, it's not really just an agency, but it's part of me, part of my family. And I want to do my best as being representative for Laredo ISD, extending it to our Laredo ISD colleagues, families and such, because it is the way to go in. And Laredo ISD is the place to be. And United Way and Laredo ISD staying alive in 95.
Now, do you...
75.
75, yeah. Do you, Mr. Cuellar, find yourself telling people at work at LISD about United Way of Laredo? Do you have those conversations with your workers, with your coworkers, that is? And LISD is they give the employees an opportunity to contribute, correct?
Yes, we do presentations like at the beginning of what we call the Superintendent's Leadership Summit. We got to present on United Way to not only school administrators but also department heads, and letting them know about the 75th anniversary and how one could donate. And we do get a time, to do presentations at the schools, clarifying the issue. But one of the great things is that there's never a no. It's more like, I'll give something, because every dollar, even if it's $1, $10, 98 cents of every dollar goes a long way. And it stays here in Laredo. What better way? We're at home, and United Way is near and dear to my heart. And I'm very happy to be part of that expansion, of that sharing hand, where together we could do it, being that I work for Laredo ISD, but we're all together, mano a mano, United Way and Laredo ISD.
And we're going to have an opportunity in just a little bit to tell everyone how they can actually celebrate with United Way of Laredo. But let me switch over here to Dr. Severita Sanchez. She is the Executive Director of the Children's Advocacy Center for Laredo-Webb County. Dr. Sanchez, welcome. Good to see you again.
Thank you, sir.
You want to grab the mic, Dr. Sanchez? There you go.
Thank you so much, and thank you for inviting. And United Way, to everyone on United Way, thank you so much for everything you do for our community and our surrounding areas, because the Children's Advocacy Center also services Zapata, and I know that you service Zapata too. So we're very, very grateful, and we use up every penny. Mm-hmm. We use up every penny.
Dr. Sanchez, you've been a guest before, and we've had several conversations, but for those who don't know about the Children's Advocacy Center, tell us about it.
The Children's Advocacy Center is a nonprofit organization, and our mission statement, really, and I'll cut to it, is to provide safety for children. We need to stop this vicious cycle that is out there of abuse. And it's not only sexual abuse, it's sexual, physical, mental, emotional. It's gotten to the point where everywhere you turn around, there is abuse everywhere. And we try to provide justice for children. And we go through this through our mission statement. And a lot of it has to do with healing. We offer, you have to make whoever, it starts with, there's always a beginning, and the beginning is to make the report. All of us are mandatory reporters, and I do want to clarify one thing, Ruben. I always, ask educators, enough. I cannot burden the educators even more than they already have. Classroom teaching is a lot. All of us need to come together and report a suspicion. That's all you're reporting, a suspicion. And I always say, let the professionals do their job. Get a case number, and then either CPS or law enforcement comes to us. Once they come to the Children's Advocacy Center, the interviews begin, and if need be, the therapy begins, and we go out with a lot of the money that United Way gives us to do outreach. And they help us a lot with healing. United Way helps us in that terms with healing. And some of the money that United Way, we have to write a grant. It's not an automatic given. Okay, we need to go out there and present and fight for the money. And we have to show what are we doing. We don't use it for personnel. We use it in the best interest of children. And that also includes, in this case, we have a satellite office in Zapata, and a lot of those children need our help, not only in Zapata, but in Laredo-Webb County.
And there's a misconception that this is a problem during the school year only, but this is a problem year-round, isn't it?
It's a problem that's year-round, 24/7, and we need to all become mandatory reporters. And this is my personal mission for the year, to stop pounding on the educators that, school's starting, so now you have to. Yeah, you have 48 hours to report a suspicion, but the rest of us, all of us in the community, we need to report. I mean, the neighbors, we need to report a suspicion, not only teachers.
Yeah. And so the function really of the center, Dr. Sanchez, is to be the advocate for the child.
We are advocates for children. We go out there and we have a child-centered center. Everything we do is we do it for children, and we advocate for children, and they're non-offending family members. Sometimes people think we only take care of the victim. No, we take care of their siblings, of their non-offending family members, such as a caretaker, because those folks suffer too.
Roberto Cuellar is joining us this morning. He's a board member for United Way of Laredo. Dr. Severita Sanchez, the executive director for the Children's Advocacy Center of Laredo, Webb County. And so,
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, all of it goes to children, to meet the needs of the children, and a small percentage based on the grant we need to pay utilities. Again, goes back to Laredo.
yeah. And I'm just learning as of last week when the Boys and Girls Club of Zapata was here that some of the money goes to the folks in Zapata too, Robert.
That is correct. So I could consider United Way like the superhero or superheroes, if I may say, extending, financial resources to our wonderful 22 agencies. That is not only in Laredo, but also Zapata. And also just to let the community know, feel free to call the United Way office at 723-9113. And I also want to mention we do have some upcoming events that are very important. Speaking of the 75th anniversary, we're going to have the Diamond Gala Jubilee, which is September 9th at the Barn, featuring the Groove. So there's going to be time to eat and also to dance and such like that. And actually, it is sold out. So we want to thank our, wonderful partners such as the AAP Foundation, Laredo Ready Mix, LNF Distributors, and many, many others. So we're looking forward to that. And also, we cannot forget, Ruben, the wonderful Wellness Walk. We're going to have it October 14th. Mark your calendars at Laredo College at LC, KGNS, and the 5K Run and Walk. So I hope everybody considers registering. I know for more information, KGNS, which will be spearheading that with United Way, will be sharing more of that information. So again, do your part for Caring Heart, Laredo. We're in it together. Remember, blazing the trail together, providing these resources. But what better way than $1, $2? They go a long way. So don't think like it's not important, because it is. So just like the Child's Advocacy Center and other locations, because again, like Laredo ISD, we spearhead different initiatives, and United Way is part of us as well. And we actually surpassed last year's totals of donations, and I know this year Laredo ISD is going to be in the forefront to go beyond that. So thank you again for this opportunity, Mr. Villarreal.
My pleasure. First the party and then the run and walk.
That's right. First the party, and then we do the wellness walk.
Now,
That's right.
The tables are sold out. Can people still buy individual tickets, or it's completely sold out?
Well, it is completely sold out, but as far as for more information on that, feel free to call the office at 723-9113. I'm pretty sure they'll find a way if there's tickets or if there's no tickets, because we don't turn anybody away, because this is a Laredo community wonderful event to do celebration, a toast to the 75th years of history, which, I haven't been born that long, but I do know that half of my age there is like, wow, United Way's done a lot, because it is near and dear to my heart. That's why I'm part of this board members. It's amazing. I don't consider this just being a board member, but it's part of my life as well. So United Way, thank you as well. And thank you, community. And thank you, Dr. Sanchez, for all that you do. I know we work together in this endeavor. And thank you, Ruben, for inviting us. So Laredo, come on. I know we could do it. Keep it going. And don't forget about the 5K run, which I know they're going to announce that. It's going to be superb. And the $1. If you have $1, donate that. It won't hurt. Because we have, plenty of time to donate. There's payroll deductible for the school district and other entities you could consider. There's a little form, but just call the office, because it does make a difference. Thank you, Laredo.
And again, the number is there on the screen. Also, the website, I always refer people to the website, unitedwaylaredo.org, because there's a lot of information there on the agencies that are being served by United Way of Laredo, such as the Children's Advocacy Center of Laredo, Webb County.
Yeah, and I want to give kudos to Peggy Duncan, to Norma Lozano, and also to our president, Ms. Lucy Hastings for keeping us, proactive in this endeavor. As you know, every time we have a new board president, but everyone brings great ideas to the table and their experiences, and all my colleague board members. So adelante, thank you. Have a beautiful Friday, fantastic Friday, and don't forget to donate.
Dr. Sanchez, any final thoughts?
Yes, I would like to remind everyone that it's everyone's responsibility to report. 1-800-252-5400. That is the number that needs to be called if you have a suspicion. The other thing is, we do a lot of outreach. We will go and present to your place of business. We'll go to present to your workplace, to your schools, wherever you need. We'll go. In English, in Spanish, whatever is necessary. The more informed, the more we educate, we become educated, the better for our children.
Absolutely. Dr. Severita Sanchez, thank you so much for your time.
Oh,
God
thank
bless
you.
Thanks for
Thank
what
you.
do. Robert, God bless you, and thanks for what you do.
Thank you, Ruben.
All
God
right.
bless.
Again, here's the number and the website. If you want to get involved with United Way of Laredo, they will come to your business as well and talk to you. So if you want to, they do outreach. So if you want to get involved with them, they'll be happy to come to your place.
That's right.
and talk to you. So you can do that as well. All right. I got to go. We'll see you on KGNS News at noon. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day.